sounds great. Oh, it did not work. Sup. On today's episode of Project Shitbox, we are wiring in a Tach. I have a speedometer, I have a fuel gauge, I have a temperature gauge. That's all I got as far as information or data goes that I can read while I'm driving. Let's add a Tach so I can more accurately set the idle and hopefully, I don't know, just get more information honestly on how this thing is running. I have a vacuum tester that I also want to do, but first things first, let's get this Tach installed. Alright, hopefully you can see here. So the Tach has 4 wires coming out of it. White goes to interior lighting. Green, in my case, will go to the negative on my ignition coil. Black will be a ground. And red will be ignition power, so some 12-volt ignition power source. It did not work. I don't know why. When I attach the ground, it moves. Okay, I was just being silly. I had the green wire hooked up to the wrong terminal on the ignition coil. Now I know that's the negative side. It's fluttering. You rev it. My Tach bracket is mounted right here. I'm going to throw the Tach on there, and then we're going to start our wiring adventures. Yay! Oh boy, this is going to be a shit show. I can already tell. Well, it's not too bad. Oh. No biggie. Perfect. Green through the firewall somewhere. Black back here. Red, we gotta find a power source. And white is interior lighting. So all of the connections have been made, routed, for the most part. Let's see if it works. Alright, it's running like dog shit, but it's working. Alright, this is where we're at. Wired, routed, finished. The outer door latch doesn't work now, but the inner one does. Okay, POV driver. I poked a hole for the ground up here. It's gonna be a little difficult to see the lighting here, but I have it wired as such that when I turn the interior dash lights / headlights on, this comes on. And then I have my red wire running to a 12 volt keyed source. Some things to notice. I'm gonna turn it on for a sec. It idles around probably like 600-700 maybe. And then the needle is super jumpy. Or like vibrates almost. So that can mean a couple different things. 1, vacuum leak. 2, carbs aren't synced. 3, wiring issue. I'm gonna be almost willing to bet it's a vacuum issue. So I'm gonna hook up a vacuum tester and let's see what we find out. Shout out to Summit for the Tach. This is one piece of information that'll be really crucial to have and helpful in the process of figuring all this out. So I am super glad that I have this now. Thank you, Summit. Sounds great. Okay, I just adjusted the float level again in both carbs. Let's see what difference that makes. Alright, checking in at this phase of the diagnostics run through, I don't know. Words. Okay. Adjusted the float level in the jet or the float bowls. There should be a 7/16 gap when the lids are upside down between the tab, the outermost point of the mounting tab, and the top of the lid. So it was running super duper rich before, so I increased the gap by quite a bit. It was closer to like an 1/8 inch rather than 7/16. Needle on my Tach smoothed out a lot, so that's cool. However, that might be because it didn't look like the rear carb was getting as much fuel as the front carb, if any at all. Pop the lids of the float bowls back off. Make sure that they're working the way they should. I don't see any leaks anywhere, so I don't know how that would happen. Anyway, let's investigate further. All right, take 2. Adjusted them again. This is where we're at. It is the end of my day working on this thing today. It's been running literally all day long, so I want to give the neighbors a break. They probably not so happy with me today. Anyway, this is what I've gotten. This is my conclusion from all of the testing, fucking around I did today. I have my little list here. A, the tack needle is most stable at around 1,000 RPM. Now, the idle probably shouldn't be that high, probably around 700 to 800, but when I lower it, the needle vibrates a lot and then it jumps around too. So it's vibrating and it's moving up and down. Okay, I still have black smoke coming out of my exhaust, which tells me there's unburnt fuel being passed through. I did a hot valve lash. They were pretty close to the numbers they should have been. But I adjusted all of them to make sure that they were the same. So I need to figure out how to lower the idle, raise the vacuum, and pull fuel all at the same time. Hopefully all of those things will make it run better. I'm also going to look into the distributor, check the gaps on the points on my distributor, order new plugs, and test the fuel pump maybe, make sure I'm getting the right amount of fuel pressure. But yeah, that's what we got today. I'm glad the Tach install went smoothly and I have that now as another piece of data. I got the vacuum gauge to work properly. I just used like a different way of connecting it to my manifold. Played with the floats a little bit. I don't know, I'm kind of doing a little bit of a lot of things all over the place. And it's kind of not the best for diagnostics because if you do like 100 different things for one thing to change, then you don't really know what was the one thing that made that change, if that makes sense. But there's just a lot going on here and I keep getting like distracted by, oh okay, I need to pull fueling, oh valve lash and ignition and fuel, and there's a lot of things going on. But there's also not. This is cool because classic cars have more simplistic design. There's less going on. So I'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. I'm just giving you an update about where we're at tonight, and I will be back after work one day this week, or a couple of days this week, and we're gonna get back into figuring out what the heck's going on. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below, and stay tuned to see this thing running how it should. I have full faith, I just don't know how we're gonna get there yet. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!